Sometimes I just feel like we are wrong. I mean, I don't know why I'm thinking that, but sometimes I just feel like we are wrong or we are doing something wrong, and and this is mostly came in the mind because of we are comparing that thing with someone else. It's just like it's just basically like they are. I mean, they are right and we are wrong. I mean, in just the simulation of the life where whatever they do is just right, just right at the moment. And what we have done is just pure wrong. It just feel like that. And and is it really like that? I mean, okay, just for a moment, we just assume that that's the truth. So, what the difference it will make? Nothing. It will make the zero difference. I mean, even um, even they existed or the person existed or we existed, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, even we got the truth of the universe, real God, what is the end of the universe, what is this all, who created, where these all things came from, what what is the meaning of it. Um, it still doesn't matter if you figure it out, and that's it. It's still, it just still not going to be a matter. Uh, because why it will not matter? Why it will not matter? Why it will not matter? Because you know, I mean, at that moment when we have figured it out, I I think that we are not going to be present. We all might be dead at that moment. So it just doesn't matter. Okay, these people could be or, or grandsons, or could be like that, grandsons, or they could be AI robots, something which take over the humans. They could be anything. Mostly one of these two. So that's it. Okay, and so okay, coming back on the point where kind of just like I'm saying, where we just feel like you know like whatever we are doing is wrong and someone doing is right. No, in the life simulation, real life simulation, where just assume that if you are in kind of like educational institution where you have your friend and you see your friend doing something, and then you compare that thing with your one, and uh, and then you feel like whatever your friend doing, that's the kind of ultimate truth, that's the rightest thing can exist, can ever be happen. And whatever you do, it is wrong. You shouldn't do that, and you should have followed what your friend is doing, because your friend, what you're doing is right, and he's smart, and that's why what he's doing is, it is right, you know. So does that mean like whatever he's doing we should copy that? And if you kind of like think about that thing for just kind of like a moment, then I just kind of like feel like, entire, if all people have done that, and if all the people going to have the same friend, I mean, it could be just, I mean, things, it just be like, I mean, it just be like everyone using like one model of the phone, everyone, okay? There's no variety, okay? You just kind of go in the ice cream shop, and there's just one flavor of ice cream that you got. The same will happen in the world, like everyone living the same life, everyone same life. Just assume that that friend is kind of like, uh, mm, the friend just kind of like, uh, just going to become a doctor, and things like that. And just assume now, everyone in the world trying to become a doctor. How weird that thing will be. So, the first thing we have to understand that whatever he is doing, it is not right, okay? It's just like our brain assuming that whatever he is doing, what we have to understand there is that whatever he is doing, that's what his mind said him to do that, okay? And it's depend on his situation. Okay, maybe he just like that doctor, doing doctor degree, or he have chance to do that, and that's it. It doesn't mean it is right or wrong. It just like it's just brain thinks that that might could be a better thing to do at this point, and he just did that. So that is just that entire point there. That what I wanna say. Uh, the another thing there, the another thing there that the other thing there that what we are doing is wrong, okay? Or whatever we are doing is lesser than what he's doing, okay? So on what basis we are judging that, okay? So yeah, there could be a basis like, if you're kind of like doing some kind of like a teacher job, so yeah, your brain can compare that thing like, okay, his doctor, he is going to probably earn more than a teacher. So that's my, your brain will think, and will say that what he's doing is the rightest, and what is the baddest thing. If that's the kind of like thing there, then I think that then, yeah, I mean rationally, yeah, your brain is right, or rationally, he probably will earn more, okay? and yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, he will probably earn more. Yep. And this is right, you're feeling that thing. Your friend is more smarter than you, he's doing doctor, yeah, he's right. But the thing that you have to understand there, like, your brain is kind of giving you a signal there's something right or wrong, okay? You should do something about that. Then you should do something about that. It's just like, your brain just giving you a signal like you're hungry. So you have to go and eat something. The same thing here, okay? Then you have to kind of like, just got to think like, what are the options? Like, you can change your career, or it could be anything, It could be anything like, uh, you can change your career, or you can change your career, or just like you can be creative with your current career, you know just be creative with your current career, and that's it. What I mean by being creative is that if you're kind of like teacher, you can upgrade your skills, go in some try and give a try to get in some kind of hardware level college and things like that, or just create a YouTube channel, so you get an uh, online audience too. You can make an educational company, okay, just like buy juice and things like that. So so the thing that you have to understand, if your brain kind of giving you signals, okay, if your brain is kind of like giving you signals, you don't have to ignore it, okay? You have to pick up on that. Just pick up on that, okay? You have to pick up on that, and you have to kind of think about it and try to come up with solution, okay? I mean, it's not like you should, or just slam your head to the wall, like, you know, what is this all, and it is giving me depression, all those things. You should think about it and come with some solution. That's the thing. That's entire. See, at the end, our brain just want the best of the best for us. Okay, best of the best of the best for us. That's what all brain want for us. Okay, I mean, your brain. I mean, that's what your brain want for you. It's mean you're healthy brain, okay? You got the healthy brain. And that's the kind of like entire thing there, okay? It shows that you got the healthiest brain if your brain think that for you, okay? Because that's the thing, okay? It's just like, your brain just think that, that's your friend, become a doctor, earning more from you. So his children is going to get, more resources and get the more advantage than your kid who get the lesser resources. So your brain is right there, okay? And what your brain compare with your circle, okay? With your circle. Your brain is not going to compare with some kind of like billionaires, rich people. It's not going to compare with that. I mean, yeah, there could be that Jimmy, who is kind of like 12-year old, and who is kind of like already millionaire, okay, by doing some kind of like drop shipping or things like that. He probably a millionaire at by the age of 12. But your brain is not going to think about that, okay? Your brain is not going to think about that, like, Jimmy just become billionaire at 12, and I'm kind of like, in my 20s, I can't even, you know, and just things like that. So our brain will not think like that, okay? But our brain will think about that friend of ours, okay? Who might just, might even not a 1% of that Jimmy who is kind of millionaire by the age of 12. Our brain not going to think about that. Our brain is going to compare us with our surrounding friends, and that's it. Not with that little Jimmy who is a millionaire by the age of 12. And that's it. And if you kind of ask me kind of, successful stories, I mean, I got a list there. I mean, you just have to go to YouTube and just, write up someone, you know, uh, children become a millionaire. You will get the, success stories like the, just a bunch of, hundreds of them in the bunch. Yeah. And that's it, okay? I mean, yeah. So, I mean, it's about me, okay? I mean, it's not like I'm teacher or doctor. I just take that example. The point is that I just feeling this deep feeling within me that I just had to kind of like, release truth making this video. I mean, at the starting of the video, I don't even know, like, I really have the answer, but I just kind of like, explaining it and, going in deep in it. I just got my answers, like, what is the actual thing there.